Hi, thanks for coming to my channel. This is Midnight Moon Tarot and I'm Diana. This reading is for the astrological sign of Sagittarius. So if you have Sagittarius in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus, this reading is for you. This is for the 10th through the 20th of August 2019. And if you're new to my channel, I'd like to invite you to subscribe and click on the notification bell so you're sure to get alerts whenever I upload new content. You'll also find links to my social media in the description box below for my Patreon, PayPal, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. Okay, and if you would like a personalized reading from me, you can contact me at midnightmoontarot@gmail.com. Okay, so let's just go ahead and jump right into this, okay? What are the love messages for Sagittarius for the 10th through the 20th of August 2019? What are the love messages for Sagittarius for the 10th through the 20th of August 2019? What are the love messages for Sagittarius for the 10th through the 20th of August 2019? Okay, I'm just going to mix them up a little more. Okay. All right. Just a little more. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do this one more time. All right. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and divide these up. Okay. The card on the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Cups, and this will be the overall energy for your reading. Okay, and as we go through the spread, I will show you how this card is going to relate to the different cards. Okay, all right, I'm going to go ahead and lay these out. Okay, hold on just one second. I'm doing just a little different spread today than I usually do. Okay. All right, the first cards we have is the King of Wands and the Hierophant. Okay, so as you are, hold on. As you are thinking back on your past love, you're taking time to think about how this felt to you. You feel as if, you know, your faith has been tested. You feel as if you don't know whether to just give up on this love or not. It feels as if, when the message I'm getting is, you feel like this was going to be, you know, your happily ever after. At the same time, I'm just getting the feeling that maybe you didn't feel as if your king took you as seriously as you felt like you needed to be. That's really the only way I can figure out how to explain it. We'll just go through these cards, okay? All right, so we have the Eight of double eights, y'all. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. So where you may have been really, really focused on this relationship and working really hard at it and stuff, at the same time you were feeling as if you were trapped, as if there was no way out. You were feeling like, you know, maybe defensive, feeling as if, you know, you really wanted to leave. You didn't like being there, but you always have the power inside of you to walk away and leave. Being trapped was just an illusion, and you can see that she's not about to fall into the ocean. It's just a tiny puddle, and you can see that if she really wanted to get out of these loose bonds that are holding her, they're very loose. She could just wiggle a little bit and be free. And as you can see, the blindfold is very, very loose. She could, you know, just wiggle and get out of there, and she would see that she is not actually trapped. Okay? She could always walk away. So no matter how hard you had been working on this relationship, something was just really, really feeling off. So we have the Justice and the Eight of Cups. I'm sorry, the Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay. So Justice is telling me that you feel that you're going to make the right decision about what to do about this relationship, where, you know, you had felt like you had worked very hard and achieved this Nine of Cups status in your relationship. It really wasn't as fulfilling as it could have been. You needed something that was a little more give and take. When we're in a relationship and we're the only one that is putting forth an effort, it can make us feel as if, you know, we're taken for granted. It can make us feel as if the other person doesn't value us at all. Okay? So that leaves us feeling very Nine of Swords. Okay? And then we have, I'm sorry. See, he's sitting here crying very, very, very much. And you need to take the energy of the High Priestess. Can you see how pretty this card is? And she's sitting there, and her foot is resting on this little crescent moon. And she's thinking about making this decision. It's keeping her up at night. It's very sad. Sometimes it's very, very hard to walk away, especially when we put so much focus. We put so much focus on it, you know. And, you know, when we leave a relationship, it's very, very painful sometimes. We feel a sense of loss. We feel as if a part of us has been amputated, and we feel that phantom pain. And much like someone with an amputation feels the phantom limb. So, yeah, it's very sad sometimes. But when we think about what is for the greater good of the relationship, can you walk away from it now so that you can come back to it later? Or do you stay and it just gets completely annihilated and ruined? If we do the work that we need to do on ourselves and on our relationship and the lessons that we're learning from our twin flame relationships, then we can focus again on, you know, trying to reunite and come back to our king, okay? And it's the king energy. It can be male or female, okay? All right. Ooh, okay. So we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords reverse. Now, after you've had the nine of, I'm sorry, I call that Pentacles. It's the Ten of Swords reverse. So after you've had this Nine of Swords and you have been doing the work that you need to do, you will see that these swords will begin to fall out one by one. When it is in this position, you feel as if you've been betrayed, stabbed in the back, you've hit rock bottom. There's just, you can see his red cloak that's over him. It's basically like representing just the blood flowing out of him. He's lost his life force. He has no will to live. When it's this way, you've done the work. You know, you thought about it. The days of staying up, worrying and crying about it is over. And these swords begin to fall out one at a time. And we can again focus on happiness and stability that we grow within ourselves. When we become more focused on ourselves and we rebuild our self-worth, when we recognize that we are a complete person, even without our twin flame or our soulmate, at that point we can return we can return to our twin flame. Now this King of Swords shows me that you're going to use your head more than your heart and make this decision to break free and to cut these bonds and these ties, the unhealthy ties. It's always good to leave the loving and the positive energetic ties that we share with someone. But when these bonds are sometimes toxic or abusive, whether it is, you know, mental or emotional, you should never ever stay if it's physical abuse. But you can use the wisdom of this King of Swords to do what is best and not be blinded by affairs of the heart. Okay. All right. And you can carry these burdens with you, and you've been shouldering these burdens for such a long time. It's time to lay these burdens down and to use these to build your future with, to use them as lessons. But you don't have to carry the weight of them anymore. Just put them down. Put them down. Remember these lessons. Learn from them, and just keep going. And I see that there is a very positive King of Cups that's going to be offering you this big cup of love right here. Let's see if we can find out a little bit more about him. You have 3 kings in your reading, okay? You have your King of Wands. You have this new love. And you have this King of Swords. So you really, really are going to be doing quite a bit of work on yourself and being able to draw on the wisdom of these kings so far. It's going to be really something if you get the other one. Okay. All right. So, as you were offered these different loves, okay, this King of Swords, okay, and he's very loving, and he's very sensitive to your needs emotionally, and just, you may be feeling that, you know, this is just not quite what I want. Sometimes when we leave our soulmate, or twin flames, these bonds are so deep that it doesn't matter who's offering. It could be the most popular celebrity in the world, and you would never want it because you are missing your twin flame, okay? All right. Okay, so I see again that you're going to feel crossed. You're going to have to decide which one it is you want, whether you want to move on for a while without your twin flame, or whether you're going to experience this new love and the wisdom and the lessons we can learn from being in a new relationship. Okay. You have this beautiful Ten of Cups, and I think this is awesome and amazing. I think that I'm really getting a lot of good feelings from this guy right here, okay? You may want to reconsider some of these choices, okay? You know, don't always be afraid to step out. It doesn't hurt to take some of these offers, okay? And when you do, you may find that some of these the energy from these healing waters that are in these cups are very healing, and they can help you to grow because you need this water to nourish yourself. And you know, Sagittarius being a fire sign, sometimes the passion can, I have Sagittarius rising, so our passions can run so hot that you may need actually the water to cool you and make you more temperate, okay? Yeah, I really like the way this looks here. It's so beautiful. Look at that. Okay. So you may be being offered all these, you know, but you're still feeling it's not really what you want in your heart. But you never know unless you take that chance to be able to reach this beautiful 10 of Cups here. You're going to have to take a chance. You're going to have to put down, you know, roots inside yourself so that you can grow and so that you can experience these things. If it's meant for you to reunite with your King of Wands, then it will happen. Okay. Okay. Well, I see that you are still very Queen of Swords, and so you know this isn't really and truly not going to be to any of your liking. You're not going to be wanting any of this, and that's only going to make you more desirable to other people. It's like you know, sometimes people really enjoy that chase, the pursuit. And what was that book that was out years ago called The Rules? So the more that you resist, you know, and I'm not talking about unwanted affections or anything, but the more that you seem disinterested in these offers, the more appealing you are to so many people, because they think, oh, well, she doesn't have a hidden agenda. She's not using me for this, or he's not using me for this, or whatever, male or female. Okay. So that's why I'm smiling so much, because it's kind of awesome. Okay, so I do see that you're going to be having some communication, most likely from your previous lover. You're going to, the lines of communication are going to be open. He's going to be contacting, or she's going to be contacting you. It's going to be more like on the lines of, hey, I miss you. I miss our life together. Do you think that maybe we could get together, you know, talk it over, whatever. It's going to be that kind of communication. It's not going to be anything where it's like, boom, they're right back in your house. But like I said, the lines of communication will be open, and it will, it can start you back on a path of being reunited. Sometimes when we're in our divine feminine so deeply, the divine feminine tends to wait. And I'm going to shuffle these cards some more. The divine feminine tends to wait, and the divine masculine will go out and enjoy, where did they go? And enjoy all those these cups here. And we'll go out and enjoy these. And sometimes to the person, to the divine feminine, when they see their divine masculine running around, dating lots of people or whatever, that doesn't mean that they're uncaring about you. Most cases it means that they're distracting themselves, and maybe it seems as if they're not doing the work, but sometimes that is exactly what they're doing. That is their way of dealing with it. It absolutely doesn't mean that they're not interested. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle these a little more, okay? Okay, maybe one more time. Okay, so the card that's on the bottom of the deck is the Emperor. Okay, I'm going to set it over here with your King of Cups. So I definitely feel that this King of Wands energy, which, you know, again, that is Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries, that, you know, it could be, I'm sitting on the floor getting a little more comfortable. Okay, so it could be that, you know, double fire, that can be very, very deep and passionate sometimes. And it's going to be sometimes like a battle of the wills. So you're going to have to take that in stride. Okay, the next two cards I've pulled are Star and the Lovers. So I do see that after this line of communication is open, And after some of that work that you've done on yourself, I do see that there is a new beginning. And it is a blessed and divine union. We have the angel up here blessing this union. Okay. And, you know, brand new starts, making yourself vulnerable, and you have the lucky star, you know, I think that it would be like a really great opportunity. Maybe, maybe your twin flame separation was premature, or maybe it just needed to be just for a short time. A lot of times these separations can be just for a couple hours. Sometimes they can be for weeks, months, years, even lifetimes. But if you're lucky enough that you get another opportunity, and there's really no negative cards in this reading, I don't see why you shouldn't go ahead and give it another chance and open your heart to a new beginning with your sweetheart. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and I wanted to take this second and thank you guys so much for all your support and all your subscribes and likes, and especially, you know, those of you who have contacted me for personal readings. Thank you so much. That means so much to me, and it's so fun getting to know you guys and know you, some of you by name and everything. And I'm sorry, I'm up on my table, so the little tripod's wiggling here a little bit. So anyway, just again, thank you so much. And to those of you who are new, please subscribe and ring that little bell over here so you're notified whenever I upload again. All right, good night, you guys. All right, thank you. Bye-bye. And I just wanted to say that I have been having the hardest time. There's something going on with YouTube. I'm not the only person experiencing this, but it's taking so long for things to upload, and sometimes they're getting kicked back out. So anyway, so I am trying to get these in, and it's just taking so much longer than it was. But they're going to be up in the next couple hours if I have to just use 2 or 3 computers to do this. So anyway, all right, good night, you guys. Bye-bye.